Good night. Yeah, tomorrow. But let's go ahead and just stop all the formalities, guys. YouTube. Y'all already know what time it is. It is your boys from We Talk Mavs here on the Glow Sun Sports YouTube channel. We'd like to welcome y'all to a brand spanking new edition. We got a lot to cover tonight, guys, and I know you guys got a lot to talk about. I see that the comment section is already lighting up right now, so we're definitely going to get to you guys. But before we do that, guys, let me go ahead and give you a rundown of how the show is going to work. So what we usually do is we give you our overall reactions, we give you our positives, we give you our negatives, we give out the game balls, no matter the wins or the losses. And of course, the most important part of the show goes to you guys. We take your questions and your comments at the end of the show. We post them throughout the show, but we will address them at the end of the show. Now, with all that being said, guys, here's the rundown tonight. We're gonna go ahead and, like I said, we're gonna give you the rundown of the game. We're gonna talk the huge trade that happened for the Mavs tonight, and we're also gonna talk about some other things that surrounded the Dallas Mavericks, some moves that they made alongside the trade. So we're gonna get into that tonight, guys. All right, King, you ready to get into it?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and run this go down. Here we go. Dallas wins a pretty good one tonight against the dreaded, most hated Los Angeles Clippers, 112 to 105. King, let's go ahead and get into the top performers tonight, man. These are the top performers tonight. Of course, Norman Powell, he's a big news in this game tonight. He had 19, 6, and 6. Anything else, King, I'm missing? Oh, right. That man on the bottom, Mr. Luka Doncic, had 50, a hot, crisp 51 points tonight, man. It was nasty. We're going to get into that here in just a minute. Let's go ahead and look at the stats, King. Not bad, not bad. Dallas held them to 38%, under 30, it was around 30 some percent here on the threes. Held them under 50% from the field goal range. That's overall as field goals. That's really what you want. You want Dallas to hold the opponents in those two stats around those numbers, and they did pretty good on that. Gonna get into my opinion of a comment you made about this team here in a minute, man. I told you about this team, but we're gonna get into that in a minute. But before we do all that, King, go ahead, man. Go ahead and give us your overall reaction of the game
This
tonight.
was this was Luca's game. This is the Luca game. This is it'd always be associated with the day KP was traded. So
Oh, King, hold on. I've got to do something, man. Before you get into the Luca game, man, we got to show the people this. We got to show the people this. This aged pretty well, man. This aged pretty well, my friend. I'm proud of you. Let's go ahead and move that out the way so you can see. Yeah. Not bad, man. Not bad prediction, man. I'm gonna start calling you Cleo.
hey man, I be calling it. I try to at least. I just pick up what's going on. But I mean it wasn't really a spectacular game as far as team game and all. I feel like, but I do. Well, I'm lying. Defensively, I felt like we played a decent game, other than the paint. I felt like the team was out there trying to play hard on defense for Luca. They knew what the game was. The game plan was basically to get Luca 50 points. I felt like that. That's what it was. If it wasn't when they first started the game, it definitely was after the first quarter. You can see I saw Dodo even at points telling Luca to go ahead, speed it up, and go get your points, man. Because Luca at one point in the fourth quarter just started passing the ball up at 49. But even JB came and gave him love and all. I thought this was just a Luca game. It wasn't. They didn't play a lot of, like I said, team basketball and all. I mean, they got some. It was some awesome passes out of the double team by Luca, to like the white pow and the extra pass and all. But this was really the Luca Doncic game. It was the game I wanted. So I mean, I'm not mad at it. You knew it had to be a little close for him to get the 50 piece, because if it had been a blowout, he'd have sat down. So it was just what we needed, man. We wanted to see this. It helped out Luka Doncic's case as far as his MVP case, his first team All NBA case. I'm running out of words to say about what Luka Doncic, man. Like he said that corner as far as in this year, as far as his weight, just everything. And the NBA is in trouble. Like the NBA is in deep trouble right now. I said in the Mavs group as well that we got to stop this narrative. Continue the narrative, I guess. When we talk about guys not having their second best player or their third best player, Luka Doncic now will probably not have his supposed second best player. Well, obviously, he's not his second best player for more than half the year, and his third best player for probably half of the year between KP and Tim Hardaway. So I said that the push was to go to the third seed, but I mean, if we can get a fourth seed now, a top four, maybe with this narrative going on, it's not even a narrative; it's the truth. Luka could push for an MVP case. I don't see why not. Um, and I think he's just adding on to it, man. Like that man's bad right now, man. Like he's on another level of just whatever he wants to do, he's just doing it. So I mean, I could have a lot of negatives to say in this game, I feel like, but I'm not even gonna do it. I just feel like this is just a Luka game. Let's just call it what it is, let it be, and enjoy it, soak it in and enjoy it, man. This is an awesome win. I'm proud of the guys and I'm proud of Luka.
Oh man, whole lot for me to take from this game. Like you said, Luka, that's a no brainer. Like you said, you called it 50 game, 50 piece against the Clippers, the much hated Clippers. Um, there were times in this game, and I remember I said this to you when they picked up Norman Powell in that trade, and I told you, I said, man, look, with that trade, that's a very, very good trade for the Clippers, and it showed tonight. They were not a team that you could just run over, bro. Like, still a team, even without their two best players, they had a coach in Ty Lue, who's a very solid coach. Like, you know what I'm saying? This team was on the verge of cutting it down and winning it and taking the lead from it. They got it to about 3, and that was about as close as they got. So we had the best player tonight on the court. Luka dropped a 28 in the first quarter, and that was just all she wrote.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into a lot of the other things too when we get into the positives and all that stuff. But yeah, man, like I said, it was a good win for the Mavs. Huge win, a huge game tonight, of course, for Luka. Him being the 5th youngest player in NBA history to get a 56-6 game. I kind of wish that he could have got a triple double. That would have been nasty, man. If he had got a triple double with that 50, man, that would have been disgusting, bro. But
It's
yeah,
coming. It's coming. I mean,
oh
it's
yeah.
gonna be here. It's coming.
How old is Luka? He like 3 years old. How old is
Yeah,
he?
that's what I'm saying.
4?
It's coming. Don't worry about it. I wouldn't be surprised if he's the second person to get a 60-pointer
I mean, I wouldn't be
before his career
surprised.
over. I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised.
All right, man.
But also, let me throw out another thing as well. I feel like Luka Doncic today wasn't just the best offensive player on the court. I
We can
feel
get
like
on. We can get.
I
Well, yeah,
feel
go
like
ahead.
Luka
Go ahead and get into
Doncic
the positive.
today was the best offensive and defensive player on the court today.
Yes.
I just feel like Luka Doncic was just this may have been Luka's best game. Like I know it's not the team all overall and all, but as far as
Not
Luka
just on
Doncic
offense.
individual performance and just showing he was dominant on both sides of the ball, this was his best game, I believe. So yeah, I think he was just it's just Luka, man. Like this is the Luka show. He had who else followed him? JB got you is 11, which I felt like he just squeaked out in the end. Reggie still made a couple threes. Dodo did as well. But it was just the Luka show, man. Like I felt like it was just they were just trying to get him his 50 piece, and it was all good. So it's not much to even talk about. Like I truly believe we're gonna blow him out tomorrow. I think we're gonna blow him out tomorrow. So I know you said the Norman Powell thing, and that's a negative I want to talk about as far as the rim protection.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as tomorrow, I think well not tomorrow, Saturday, the next game I should say. I think we're gonna blow them out. I think we're gonna play Mavericks basketball again, and we're gonna blow them out.
I probably agree with you on that, man. I think they kind of got their feel of them tonight, kind of gauging them, see how they'll play with their new additions and stuff like that. I think they'll take care of business on, like you said, on Saturday night, and probably a blowout. Not necessarily a 30-point game. It might be like 18, something like that. They'll win by rare
Double digits,
comfortable lead. Yeah,
comfortable double digits. Yeah.
yeah. Like you said, man, are we never gonna stop talking about Luka? I mean, he is the heartbeat of the team, man. Like you said, there were a lot of defensive stops that he had tonight. But see, and that's the funny thing about it, King. We talked about this before, and that's why whenever they push those narratives that he don't play defense, it's like you don't watch the games enough to even know what the hell you're talking about. Because, like I said, this dude not only was he getting clutch buckets tonight in the game or clutch plays in the game tonight, but he was having clutch defensive moments, and it wasn't just against one person. He did it at least against 3 people.
Absolutely.
And key moments. And when Luka is playing the way he's playing right now, especially on defense, who can beat him? Who could beat us? Because when he's setting the defensive tone for this team, man, that bodes well for this team. And like I said, it's contagious. It feeds to the other players. And when they see that the best player on the team is giving that type of effort on defense, it makes it a whole lot easier for them. There was some defensive things I want to talk about too. Like you said, in the negative, we'll get into that. I think we both going to probably talk about the same thing. And there was one player I want to kind of touch on in this game too. But yeah, like I said, the huge positive tonight was Luka, man. The free throws for him, he struggled a little bit. He ended up finishing 10 for 14, which is not bad. And I
That's
think
not
me you talked about it before. For you to get that 50 piece, man, you have to hit your free throws.
free throws.
And
Yeah.
so he eventually got that 10 out of 14 on his free throws, and that helped his push to that 51. Because
Yeah.
I think also too, he had that 28 in the first quarter. That kind of gave him a little head start
Yeah,
to
it
kind
was
of
done.
pace himself a little bit in those last 3 quarters or whatever. Because he was stuck on 43 for a minute, and then he just went out there and just easily picked up that next 8 points. And
Yeah.
so, like I said, I think now we need to start pushing the narrative of Luka being first team All NBA, bro. I think it's that time.
I think
It's
it's
that
time.
time.
I already said first team All NBA, not just that MVP. Like if he
At
just
least
dropped
be in the conversation.
if he just dropped a 50-pointer, like his
Mhm.
numbers right now got to be what? He got to be close to what 26 and a half now or something like that. He'll probably have after the night. So 26 and a half, 9-9, man. Like, nah, I think he needs to be in the MV. And the Dallas Mavericks are within a game of fourth. Like, he has to be. It's not. I don't think he should just be in the conversation. He has to be top in the not maybe not the number one guy, but he's definitely top three right now. Like I say, right now at this moment in the game or whatever, I think Luka Doncic is playing the best basketball in the NBA right now. No disrespect to Joel Embiid, but when you're a guard and you're actually the guy that holds the ball and brings the ball constantly up the court, and you're in control. That's why most folks always say the best guy in the league is probably going to be a guard over
Or a wing
a
in
center.
general.
Yeah, just a
Yeah.
wing in general or so, because they control the game more than centers usually do, as most of us know. So I just feel like Luka is controlling the Dallas Mavericks. Like again, we're forgetting that we're missing Kristaps Porzingis and Tim
Who?
Hardaway Jr. I know the guy that's gone now, but
I
we have
don't know
been
who that person
missing
is named.
these guys for so many games now. And I know we're gonna get into the trade and people hating the trade and all. I'm like, wow. I mean, what was he doing beforehand? But we'll talk more about that a little later, though.
Oh yeah. Is there anything else you wanted to add as far as positives for the
Nope.
team? Anybody else? So
Just
you're not gonna add Jason Kidd, man.
I was gonna say Jason Kidd is just I don't know what more to say, man. I said Jason Kidd should be in the running for coach of the year
Which
for a
I'm
while
surprised we
now
haven't heard his name. Is it
because of the
because of
narrative.
the early in the season is still everybody hanging on? Okay, they're still hanging
No,
on to that.
I think it's not just that; it's still the narrative of Jason Kidd. We had a bunch of the narrative even existed within the Mavs organization, not the Mavs organization, but the Mavs fans, as far as the folks that cover the Mavs and all. Like a lot of Mavs
Yeah.
coverage were down on J Kidd, and they are just now at this point finally starting to give him credit. So I think maybe his push not this year as far as being
85 years later, King.
yeah, I know 85 years later. I've been saying the whole time that guy was the reason for the Lakers' success, their defense, and all of that. But I mean, what do I get paid for the Mavs? Nothing. So
I agree, man. All right, bro. Let's go ahead and get to these negatives, man. What you take from the negative wise?
rim protection still. It's been a couple games now I've been watching as far as guys getting to the rim. Um, I was saying as far as
I wonder how we're gonna address that though, man. Here,
I feel like we need to play Marquise Chris more.
he's one of my negatives, man. He has been
I know
lacking a little bit.
since he got that
Yeah,
contract.
to that contract. Yeah. Maybe I told you that. I think maybe it was like I don't know if it was last video or a couple videos ago. I said like when you know that you got a contract on the line,
Mhm.
you play a little bit. You play a little bit harder. You know what I'm saying? You're a
Yeah.
little bit more smart with the ball, all that type of stuff. And it's been like lately he has not been. He's not being effective around the rim like he was before the contract. And it's just
That,
like it's to the point like they didn't play him anymore in that second half. You know what
that
I'm
was his
saying?
knock.
So
You know that was his knock coming out of college. That's why he didn't make it in the NBA. Is because supposedly he didn't always give it the the effort and all. So that's the reason why he was out on a 10-day contract. He showed that things could turn around for a second, but you always got to watch the patterns, and hopefully he's not that same player still.
Yeah, because them patterns had definitely showed, man. Because I'm sitting there, I'm like, I was cringing because like it was one of them ones he missed like a bunny right around the rim. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, Chris, come on, man. But yeah, another negative. So I'm not gonna be the I told you so guy, but this right here is what I was telling you about when I was saying I want to wait and see first. Jalen Brunson struggled again against the Clippers. It was no Paul George. There was no Kawhi. I
Yeah.
watched this game. He just looked like he just could not get to score in any facet of the game. Not threes, mid range, get to the basket. We talked about this before. It's games like this. Why I say I need to see it a little bit more from him first. I need to see it more consistently from him first. Because right now, technically, if you want to be technical, I mean, I know y'all could probably say this. It's been like this all year, pretty much. But he's technically right now your number two.
He is your number
So
two.
if you're going to be the number two, you have to perform like a number two. I'm not saying you got to go out there and drop 51 like Luka. That's completely
No.
different. That's like trying to say you got to go out there and be like Jordan. That's you ask for too much. But you have to be consistent and help carry this flow because Lucas shouldn't have to go out there and score 51. It was nice he did score 51.
Yeah.
But for you to be that second option, and we're gonna talk about who we traded for here in a minute, but you have to be consistent with it, bro. Like games like this, like I said, 11. Luckily, we won the game, but we kind of, if you think about it, kind of barely won the game
Yeah.
against a team that didn't have their two best players. We should at least won by double digits at least. And so I was not happy with Jalen Brunson's game tonight. Everybody else played solid for what you asked him to do. Reggie Bullock, you know, he's kind of I don't know if he's kind of reverting back a little bit. He's had 2 for 6 today on threes.
Yeah, 3 for
Um,
7 overall. You be hating on these guys, man.
look, man, I'm just telling you, I have it's I gotta see consistency, man. Like I
I
like the
see.
guys, I like the
I feel
guys,
you.
I do. I just have to see consistency before I'm completely 100% like fully optimistic like you are. You know what I'm saying? I gotta see it. And
My
so
thing
if
on
we're talking about Jalen Brunson, which we talk about that in a minute, but
I'm about to say my thing on JB is that he's going to have these games still. I'm okay with this. Like it doesn't hurt me as much because I just feel like he's not there yet. Like you're solidifying him as a number two. I don't
but
feel
who
like
else is the number two though?
I got you. But he's still developing into a number two. You're solidifying. He didn't come into the year as your number two. That's Kristaps Porzingis' role.
Who?
Or it was supposed to be that guy. His
Oh,
role.
okay.
I keep forgetting who he is, but that guy's
You
role.
naming a
It
name
was
I've
his
never heard
role.
before in my life, man. I don't know who that is.
But JB's role is to become a number two now. So like
Mhm.
obviously he struggles against the Clippers right now. Like that's his team. He struck. This is okay. Like even Scotty had games like this. Like it happens. He is becoming a number two. I know he has to be consistent, but I feel like he has been consistent. I've seen enough from JB to know that he's nice. That's what I be saying. So like these games, that's fine. He'll come back tomorrow and drop 20 something on him. Let's watch. This is the Luka Doncic game, as I said before. Let's watch tomorrow. I mean Saturday. I keep saying tomorrow. I wish it was tomorrow. Let's
I
watch
know. You can
Saturday.
play it tomorrow. I'm thinking like, damn, we had another
I
game
know.
tomorrow.
No,
No.
Saturday. It's the next game. I wish it was a back-to-back. But
Yeah.
let's watch the next game. Let's not overdo it yet because like as I said, they were just trying to get Luka his 50 points, I feel like. The next game, now we can talk about JB and the others and all because I think they're going to play more team basketball. I wouldn't be surprised if Luka gets about 30, maybe even under 30 or so. I think they're going to play a massive team ball and they're going to blow these guys out, I think. I think they cannot lose. I think Luka Doncic will not lose to these guys. Like they cannot. I think Luka wants to stomp on their necks. He hates the Clippers. So I got him blowing him out the next game. I don't want to give up on. I'm not giving up on JB. JB had it's fine. He still got you almost 5-5 again, right? 5-4. Like that.
5-4. Yeah.
It's JB, man. Come on, man.
Let me ask you 2 questions. I'm gonna say the Luka one for after this question. So, do you think because we were getting dominated in the paint, they're gonna play Boban a little bit more in this game?
No.
Okay. So then, do you think that because they're gonna start Zubas, right? You think that they're gonna try to play Zubas off the court again, like they did today, when they had a lot of switches on top of the key against Luka?
Yes, and I think they'll probably play a lot of zone.
Yeah, but
I know the Mavericks have this. So the Mavericks are playing this awesome zone. It's not like it is a traditional zone away, but they're running. They're running guys at 3-point line. Like the Mavs have great success against guys as far as shooting the 3-point. 3-point is against us. So
Right.
they're out there running and getting the guys right now. Like they're playing one guy run up, like they're running it perfectly right now. Like when one guy goes off, the next guy knows the next guy to run to even before he has the ball and all. So I like the zone defense they're playing. I like the scheme that J Kidd has them playing right now. And as I said, I think they're gonna blow them out next game. Don't even get worried about it. Like we should have blown them out this game. We just started playing around, letting them come back so that Luka can get his 50 points. We're gonna blow them out next game.
All right. Second question is, do you think that Luka did this tonight because he felt good that KP was gone?
Yes.
Oh,
I
okay.
do. I do feel like part of it was KP is gone. Let me show you what I can do when we got to force feed KP.
Oh my God. Yeah, we're about to get into that here in a little bit. All right, man. Any more negatives you want to touch on?
Nah, as I said, I don't really have much positives or negatives. It's just the Luka Doncic game.
Yeah, it was all Luka tonight, man. So who you giving the game ball to? You giving it to
I'm gonna
Jalen?
give it. I'm gonna give it to Nico
All right,
Harris.
King, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's go. I about to say let's do it together, King. Let's go ahead
Yes,
and do it
sir.
together. Show the jerseys. It's this
Yeah,
man's game tonight. But you know
I
what?
know this.
That's a good point, bro. That's a good point. Nico, we got to get a game ball to Nico, man, and we're gonna get into that here in just a minute. I'm gonna agree with my co-host. We're gonna go ahead and give it to Nico, but it definitely could be Luca. It's gonna be a co. It's gonna be
Yeah, it's gonna
Luca
be a
for this
cup.
51. It's gonna be a co, and then we're gonna give it to Nico. But we're gonna go ahead and get into that reason right now, man. Let's go ahead and talk about the trade we had here, King. We had a pretty interesting trade between pretty much these two guys here. KP gets traded for in a second round pick to the Washington Wizards for Spencer Dinwiddie and Darvish Bertan. So if y'all don't know, these are the two guys that we have right here. These are your new Dallas Mavericks, everybody. They might, you think they might play Saturday, man?
Whew. They should. I don't see why not. Right? Today's Wednesday. I
I
don't
think
see why not.
I think they will because everybody else who got traded like before we made our trade, like their
Yeah,
guys play like the next day. So
yeah. I think they should play.
yeah. So man, let's go ahead and get into it, man. Listen, I I'm gonna stop saying that I don't think a certain player can get traded no more. We didn't see it all now. It started with the whole, Westbrook thing. We never thought Westbrook would get traded. He got traded twice.
Mm-hmm.
Remember at one point we was like, man, Chris Paul's contract is gonna be hard to move. He got traded.
Yep.
And now we've been sitting here saying, man, it's gonna be really hard to trade KP. Because if we do, we're gonna have to attach a first round pick to him. They end up attaching a second round pick
Second
to him.
round pick.
A second
Yeah.
round. And the fact that you got rid of KP in his contract in a second round without touching anybody else to get two guys who can contribute right now. Now I know, you know, if you're a Wizards fan, I don't know if Wizards fans are watching the show, but if you know these two players right now, they're kind of struggling a little bit. But like you say, let's look at history. Let's look at these patterns. These guys are playing on a team where they don't have a traditional point guard. They don't have a guy that's gonna set everybody up. Bertan played in a system similar to this, where it was a flow offense, and he
Mm-hmm.
thrived in that before he went to the Washington. Well, as a matter of fact, he had a good time before this year. Before
Yeah,
this
but
year, he actually did. Oh, go ahead.
no, I'm saying that's how I got the contract. I'm just agreeing
Yeah,
with you.
exactly. That's how he got the contract. And then of course, Spencer Dinwiddie. He's a guy who can naturally give you 20 off the muscle.
Yeah.
He's a more consistent Tim Hardaway, which we've been asking. And I know there were a lot of rumors of us picking him up over the offseason before he
Yeah.
signed his contract with the Washington Wizards. So he's that guy that can be that consistent scoring option for Luka. Somebody who can consistently go out there and hold it down while Luka gets his rest on the bench.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? A CJ McCollum light, if you will.
Yes. I actually think he's a better playmaker than CJ McCollum.
Yes.
Yes.
He showed it before in Brooklyn. Yes.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
not saying that this is the greatest trade in the history of the Mavericks, man, but listen. Matter of fact, you know what? Give your thought, man, and I'll get mine.
So from what I'm seeing, Nico is trying to do. So Nico used KP to get Tim Hardaway's replacement. He's probably going to try to use Tim Hardaway at some point, probably in off season, to get KP's replacement. From what I'm looking at from this trade, it hurts us as far as the interior but like we've been missing KP and been winning without him. So I tried to give you the excuse before that we missed KP, and you were like, well, we can do it without KP. So I guess that's not really an argument. But I wanted Spencer Dinwiddie. He's one of the guys I wanted before the season started. I was like, man, why don't we go after Spencer Dinwiddie? We can get that guy. I knew what he did in Brooklyn before Kyrie got there in the role he was playing, even on the bench.
Yep.
I wanted Spencer Dinwiddie. I know he's having a bad season, but playing in this system with Luka, like these guys playing for something and playing with Luka, don't be surprised if we get the best Spencer Dinwiddie that we could possibly get in this system. And I know Bertans, people are mad about him and his contract and all. Bertans is a better shooter than Kristaps Porzingis. I'm going to tell you that. Bertans is a better shooter than Kristaps Porzingis.
I don't hear any lies told, sir.
And Luka made Nico Melli look decent on the basketball court. This guy is a way better Nico Melli as far as offensive game, catching the ball and shooting. We talking about a guy, we think Maxey, we can call Maxey like we got a sniper now in Maxey's position, a guy that can be a sniper at that position. I think people are underestimating this trade, and it's like, oh, you took a dumb contract, but also not this upcoming offseason, but the next upcoming offseason, we'll have a bunch of money off the books as far as going for someone else. Nico has said everything. We didn't lose any first rounder. Like I know everybody, I'm tired of getting mortgage in the future. No future gone. Nope. Everybody's mad, but it's like we were mad. Nobody wanted KP's contract. No one. We were either going to sit with KP's contract for nothing and try to sit and pretend he was somebody that he wasn't, or we had to get rid of his contract. Nico got rid of his contract when they thought it was impossible without giving up a first rounder as well. I have absolutely no problem with this trade. The next step is finding, like I say, a center. I do not see why this can't be a championship team. You add a center to this, and I think this can be a championship bunch right here with the current squad we have. We got, instead of getting Goran Dragic, we got Spencer Dinwiddie. I told you what I thought Goran Dragic was going to do for us, that next level. We got Spencer Dinwiddie. I think this is an incredible trade. Like, I know fans are going wild, and I don't understand why. They're saying we didn't get as much for KP. We lost the trade. They admitted that we lost the trade. That's okay. And then you keep moving and you build. I'm so glad that the Mavericks admitted they lost the KP trade, and it's okay. That also means they believe his knees are shot. And another simple shout out. I will definitely be at the game April Fool's Day. If you guys don't know, I live over in the Maryland area. I already have tickets to the game. I will be at that KP game. I'll make sure to take a bunch of photos and pictures and try to do a show that night as well and try to upload them on the show so you guys can see them. But I'm definitely at that game. I can't wait. I hope they move it to national TV.
Oh, man. Okay. So, I'm glad you got yours out and I can get mine out. I agree with everything you said 100%. You're right. I don't. This the thing about Mavs fandom, man. We've said this before a million times, right? It kind of falls in line of, okay, if a player is playing good, don't trade them. If they're playing bad, just get rid of them. You know what I mean? And so we've talked about it ad nauseum, and not just us. I've seen it on Mavs Twitter. You've seen it on other platforms where Mav fans speak, and you always seen they want to try to get rid of KP, right? You want to get rid of KP. They want to get rid of KP. This is why you have to give Nico Harrison all the respect and all the due and all the props on this, bro. Because I think you touched on this off camera. He got rid of Josh Richardson, and he also got rid of KP. Those were two guys who weren't contributing and giving you what their contracts were. They weren't giving you the same production as what their contract is worth. And like you said, nobody in their right mind thought that we can get rid of KP on top of getting without giving up a first round pick. And he did it. You have to give Nico his props. Listen, this is not a trade to swing for the fences, like King said. This is for something that you can build in the future. As far as not I know future's a bad word when it comes to these teams and stuff like that. Not necessarily 5 years down the line. Next year. Like you said, you still have the flexibility to also sign other players while also adding what I've been saying before, talent to this team that adds to your depth. A guy like Spencer Dinwiddie, you keep a guy like that, and you add a couple of guys just like that, and that same type of caliber, along with Luka. Come on, man, sky's the limit. And then on top of that, like you said, you break up Nico Nelly. Those guys didn't play with a guy like Luka in Washington. No disrespect to Bradley Beal, he's not Luka. Bradley Beal's not looking to set people up; he's looking to score. Luka is going to hit you with the scoring, and he's going to facilitate and make people better. That's why people like Reggie Bullock made the comments he made when he came here. This is why Tim Hardaway decided to stay in Dallas. These guys, Luka is the type of player that people want to play with, and he makes them better. If you bring a Spencer Dinwiddie, who, like I said before, can get you 20 off the muscle, you bring in a guy in Davis Bertans who shot damn near 45% from three at one point, and team him up with Luka, the sky's the limit. Now, I'm not like I said, I'm not saying it's the best trade ever, but you needed to move away from KP. He wasn't giving you what the contract that he has with was lining up with. That's not. You had to move away from that. And like King said, for you to do that, it's showing that you're trying to make the moves and make the moves to build a team around Luka, and you're trying to just move away from that whole Donnie Nelson, Rick Carlisle era. When you make moves like this with KP, that means you're moving away from that era and you're starting a whole new. Nico and them are putting their stamp on this team right now by making that move.
Yep.
And like you said, I'm 100% on board.
Yeah.
I don't care that he didn't get he didn't trade for James Harden or whatever. He wasn't a big super splash. It was a very intelligent move by
Yes.
Nico, man. Got to give Nico his props on this one, bro. Look, I've said this all year, man. I felt like I wasn't down in Nico, but I needed to see it first. And Nico has definitely shown me just with this one move right here. Okay, Nico, not super duper splashy, but I love it. I love the move, man. I love the move. Like I
Let me,
said, it's a free move, it's on free money up, as we know, because look, they
yep.
ended up just signing Dodo to a contract extension. So that move
Congrats.
right there has already helped to put the pieces in motion to build forward for a team to build around Luka. And like you said, great move to me, man. Great move. I don't know why mass Twitter is up in uproar. I guess because they're small minded and just narrow minded. Like people just look at the black and the white. Like if it's not, like I said, if it's not a super duper splashy move, then you didn't do nothing. And not looking at, just think of how this one part is gonna be integral to us moving forward. It's getting him off of that, man. It's now you saying that you don't now another thing too, King, you don't have that distraction anymore.
Nope.
Because I got tired of hearing, oh, wait till KP's healthy. Oh, wait till KP's healthy. Oh, but wait till KP's healthy though. It's like
Nope.
I got tired of hearing that. Because
Yep.
KP, like you said before, he'll play good for a little bit, he get hurt, it takes him a while to get back. Then it's like we question it: should we trade him? Should we keep him? Then he starts playing again a little bit again, gets hurt. It's like it's a recurring thing, man. And we just got tired of that. After a while, you need to add pieces that's gonna help build around Luka. What you gonna say?
Three things for you, Real. One, that game I'm going to, I wouldn't be surprised if Luka dropped a 50 piece again in that game. That's one.
Listen.
I'm just letting you know, especially if
No,
KP's
I
playing.
100% agree.
I wouldn't be surprised if Luka drops a 50 piece in that one. Two, I want Mavs fans to go look at two things for me. One, the first year of Brooklyn's experiment with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, where KD was hurt and then Kyrie Irving got hurt. And I want you guys to go look at Spencer Dinwiddie that year and what he did for that team. Secondly, in that conversation, I want you to look at the last time the Washington Wizards had a guy that was trying to be a per point guard, and John Wall. Before John Wall got hurt and he was able to play with Bertans. This is when Bertans was shooting the 45% from three and all.
Yep.
When it was a guy that can get to the rim with ease and then dish it out to a guy wide open.
Because his shooting percentage helped open up the lanes for a guy like John Wall who wants to go to the basket. So yeah.
We have like the Mavericks now have like an offense defensive squad for every position. Like it's like you got an offensive defensive guy for every position now. Like except for even center, we sort of have a Chris, but we'll get, like I said, I don't know what's going on with Chris. Hopefully it switches around. I don't want to, knock him too much yet, but I love what the Mavs are doing right now. You said the big thing, Josh Richardson. People don't give Nico Harrison enough credit for Josh Richardson. He got rid of Josh Richardson for nothing.
Yep.
We thought he was going to sign for another year and be here this year on his contract. He's not here.
Yep. KP, and he got traded again. So yeah.
KP is gone. No first rounder. We still have that first. KP is gone. And now I know the last thing is Timmy. Let's see if he can get Timmy out the door. They already said he was talking about getting rid of Timmy. We know what's up. Come on, man. So
yeah,
it is what it is now. Like this opens up the future, and plus Nico is a Nike guy, like he says, he has connections. So if he's setting up space for a certain year, something's probably going to happen in that year. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting y'all know. Get ready for it. He's setting up for money for a certain year. So Nico has connections. Be prepared for that year.
Man, Nico out here cleaning up Donnie and Bob O'Garris' mess, man.
Yep.
Like I said, the dude got my respect, man. For you to be able to move KP's contract, I would have never in my life thought that would happen, bro. And like I said, we've seen it plenty of times here over the last handful of years where now these teams are able to move contracts like that. And now today to see KP's contract get moved, I'm not doubting that anybody can get moved.
Yeah.
Tim Hardaway, with his 4 years left on his contract, can get moved. I think it'll be a little bit easier for him because his is a descending order as far as his money. So it'd probably be a little bit easier to move. But still, the point is, I really feel like now anybody can be moved, man, especially after KP just got moved.
And Nico we trust, baby. And Nico we trust.
And Nico we trust. Listen,
Yeah.
man. So there was another move that happened that could, affect the Dallas Mavericks. Of course, y'all know uh, Gordon Dragic got traded to the San Antonio Spurs for Thaddeus Young
Mm-hmm.
and I believe a second round pick. But it's reported that the Spurs are going to buy out Goran Dragic, and now there's also reports that Goran might be on his way to Dallas after his buyout is finished. What do you think about that move? If we do you think, matter of fact, should I say, do you think we're actually going to get Goran?
They asked Nico, and Nico said, "Are they looking in the buyout market?" And he said, "No, we good. What we going to do?" But you know how the Mavericks run. Mavericks don't. You can't take with anything in the Mavericks. They don't. They want everything closed, lips or whatever. Like they don't want anything. Mark Cuban, I think, gets mad and fines people if stuff is out of the in the media and or whatever.
But
So
what did I tell you? Because nobody saw this trade.
yeah, but it's going to lead to a buyout. San Antonio is going to do us a favor, and it's going to come down to Luka. If Luka wants Goran Dragic on his team, he's on his team. If he doesn't want him or he doesn't care, then he's not going to be on the team. He'll go back to Miami or so. But if Luka really wants them to play with him, and I think he does, he'll be on the team. That's my thoughts.
Two things on that. I think I told y'all this. Well, not y'all, but I told you guys this in the group we have, and I said Dallas had to cut Moses Brown today to make room for both Bertans and Spencer Dinwiddie. They had one spot open, of course, because of KP. So you flipped one up, but you still needed one more spot. So they ended up cutting Moses Brown. And I was sitting there saying that, okay, you had to cut one player to make room for that guy. You're gonna have to do something else to make room for Goran Dragic if you're talking about picking him up.
Mhm.
So, what do you think that Dallas is going to do if they're going to try to make some room to get Goran Dragic?
They're going to cut Trey Burke.
You think it's Trey?
I think it's Trey. I think that's why they were trying to trade Trey, I think. I mean, I'm not sure. It may not happen. It may not. But I think the guy that they would cut would be Trey Burke. Because they have Spencer Dinwiddie now and they would have Goran Dragic. Like, there's no need for Trey Burke anymore. Not to be a butthole about it, but it's the truth. Think about it. Like, if we have Spencer Dinwiddie now and they're going to have Goran Dragic, there's no need for Trey Burke anymore on this team.
Yeah. But I think it goes back to, like I told you, like a bunch of videos ago. I kind of believe Nico. I don't think they're going to go after now. I think they might, if like say a nice big man comes up, I think they might go after the big man because they need some size. Like you said, today was a very highlight at that point tonight that we need size bad. Because you got Zubas out there looking like Shaquille O'Neal back in Orlando days, But I think that they're okay with the point guard position because, like I said before, Jalen is doing what they wanted from Goran Dragic, so they're not going to really need him. And I think that they're comfortable with Trey Burke in the role that he's playing. And so that's why I said I don't think they're going to actually go after Goran. I could be wrong. I could be 100% wrong. But I just really feel like I don't think they're going to go after him. I'm not going to lie to you. I think there's a piece of me that kind of do want them to get him. I don't know why. But I think I kind of wanted to see because we always heard that him and Luka are close. I just want to see what that chemistry is going to look like on the court together. And like you said, I trust Goran a whole lot more than Trey Burke. If that
Yeah,
sounds bad, I'm sorry. That's just how I feel. I
it's the
feel like
truth.
he's a better scorer. He's a better facilitator. We've seen him before.
He
The
was an
guy's
all
an all
star.
star. Yeah,
Yeah,
an all star. Multiple time all star. Not just no
yeah.
one time all star. Multiple time all star.
And
So
my
like I said, I really feel like that'd be a nice little upgrade at the point guard position, especially if you talk about him backing up Jalen and Luka, having come off there as that second unit, man. That'd be nice.
I also wanted to throw one more thing out there, real that I think Mavericks fans aren't paying attention to. We just had a problem getting rid of Kristaps Porzingis because he wasn't an asset. Magic word there. He wasn't an
That's it.
asset. I feel like Bertans and Spencer Dinwiddie playing on this team are both going to be assets for us. So, like moments at the end of the year where you're thinking about signing Jalen Brunson, you're like, whoa, who we get rid of? I could possibly get rid of Spencer Dinwiddie or Jalen Brunson. And now in the playoffs, he really has to prove it. Like I said to you, Rel, this is the moment where JB has to prove that he's gonna be a number two. And they're putting the fire behind him so they can get rid of Spencer Dinwiddie and trade him to someone else. Like, I don't think they have a problem trading Spencer Dinwiddie, and they won't have to get rid of a first round pick and all of that.
Right.
The Mavs, Nico Harrison just did something magical. Like, I just don't think people understand what he just did.
I just like I said, we got to get this man some props, man. He had to come out here and make something out of nothing because we see how these contracts were, under Donnie. You know what I'm saying? And for him to come in here, like I said, to do all this without touching a first round pick, that is, like you said, that's magical, bro. Like I got to give this man his full props, man. But is there anything else you want to touch on that, man?
Going Dragic, hopefully we get him. But the rest of it, watch for the next episode of We Talk NBA, y'all. We got a whole trade special coming up.
Oh yeah, man. We got a whole trade special coming up on, I believe it's tomorrow, man. So y'all look for that. It will be live like this. Shout out to my boy Daryl and Jay and those guys. We're gonna have a We Talk NBA video tomorrow, guys. So look forward to that, where we just break down all the trades and how they affect the league in general, not just a Mavs, but everybody's trade. So definitely look forward to that. All right, King. I think it's that time, man. I think it's your favorite time of the show here, man. These are the questions in the comments, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, you have any comments, go ahead and get them in right now. We about to get that thing going, and let's do it, King.
Let's go. We're going back to the top.
All the way back up. All right, man. Here we go. Let's get it going. All right, first up, man, we got Ben Price. What's good, Ben? 51 for Luka, and he did some lockdown defense in the clutch MVP. Yes, sir. We talked about that today. Luka definitely played some pretty good defense. And to the point, man, I kind of wish this was a national televised game, man, so they could see that. But they're gonna see it for one game and then forget about it. It's gonna be out of sight, out of mind with them.
That 50-point ain't gonna show. They can't deny it. It's gonna be on TV tomorrow.
All right, man. Ben Price also says, I'm sorry. Yeah, Ben Price also says his King got his wish. No more Porzingis. Oh my God.
That ain't just my wish.
I am not sure how I feel about this trade though. Ben, we gotta tell you how we feel. I love it. Now, we did give up size. I do understand we did give up size, but I feel like for what you were getting from KP, you can find that in the open market.
Yeah, like what size do we have? If he can't play, we don't have the size when he can play, and we winning games without him. So
exactly, what's the best ability? King?
Best ability is availability.
Amen. And he's never available. So exactly, these two players that we're gonna get are available, and that's the key part of that. Available.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right, man. Lives was good, man. He said a 50 piece trip dub would have been historic. Yeah, man. That definitely would have been nice.
It's coming. I keep telling you.
Yeah, he's still young, man. How old is Luka again, King? You said
what you say? 2 smoking packs of cigarettes?
2.5. I think he is. I think it's how old he is.
Like that.
Yeah, so he got time, man. He got time. All right, man. What's up, Johnny B? He said congrats to Luka on that 50 piece, yes, sir. But let's talk about where the hell does Bertans fit in this rotation? Good question.
Maxey. He backs up Maxey now. We have another power forward.
That defense gonna be atrocious with him, though, man.
It is. But the thing is that that's why you play him. So if you play him at power forward, you still gonna have a guy beside him on the wing as far as a Dodo or Reggie. I think we're fine. Like, so we got an offensive guy. I told you we were okay defensive. We needed offensive
Who's
guys. And now
scoring?
we
And they
added
got two of them.
offensive
So yeah,
guys to the defensive guys. So I don't think the defense is going to hurt that much. We still have the guys that can play the same defense that we've been playing, which is adding some offense to it as well. I think we're good. I think people are like, I guess, over exaggerating what the problem may be. We didn't lose anything. We just lost Kristaps Porzingis, who doesn't play.
that's a lot though, man.
As far as losing, what did we lose?
Exactly. Yeah, I hope they play in this next game though. That'd be nice.
That would be awesome.
All right, man.
Luka get
Bro
20
says,
assists to play the next game before you
ooh,
start.
okay. Bro says I feel great about the trade. Now we can build around Luka the right way. Exactly. We just touched on that, man. Like people don't understand. You got to look at the bigger picture with this. Because I feel like having KP was a hindrance on his team, man, and them just moving them, I think it just kind of gives us a breath of fresh air, knowing that we can definitely start over and build this thing the right way around Luka.
Mm-hmm.
And adding a guy like Spencer Dinwiddie, a guard who can create for himself, and it's something, and at a near elite level, is something that this team needs desperately, man. We saw it tonight. I know we won, but there was times where the ball kind of got stagnant and nobody could put the ball on the floor. Or when they did, it kind of made you feel a little nervous because they're not really creators out there. You know what I'm saying? So there are guys that Luka has completely had to set up. And so you get a guy like that, like I said, can get you 20 off the muscle. That's a huge pickup for us, man.
Man,
like
Luka.
Tim Hardaway. All difference is that Spencer Dinwiddie does not shoot threes well.
Nico just got y'all what y'all wanted. Everybody cried for CJ McCollum, and Nico just got y'all it. Like, I think people are underestimating this trade, man. I can't wait till it go down. Hey, don't be surprised if we get that third seed now too. Like that 50 wins. I really think we're gonna get 50 now. Like,
yeah, I think we are too.
Memphis better keep going. That's all I'm saying about Memphis. They better keep going because
they keep winning. Oh, so nobody can beat Memphis. What you trying to tell me?
But us. Nobody can beat them but us, I guess, man.
And we already beat them already. We played them already, so we can't.
No more times, man.
Count everybody else.
They better not let the Mavericks get to that third seed, though, man, because all the narrative is going to have to change. It has to.
All right, man. Johnny B says, and we.
Man, Johnny
B. And what are we going to do about the lack of rim protection? I know Nico saw Zubac looking like Shaq. Yeah, I just said that.
Let me attack that. Let me attack that one. What did Kristaps Porzingis do against Ivica Zubac? I believe I was watching the Zubac look the same and just dominate the Mavs no matter who's on the court. Kristaps Porzingis or not. So that's what I'm saying. People we're finding a way to not like what just happened. Kristaps Porzingis wouldn't have stopped that.
Nope. He didn't stop it in the playoffs. He didn't stop it against him in the regular season. So either way it go, yeah. So like I said, it was not KP's not missed. Okay, he's not missed.
Yeah, Zubac just did what he does against us.
Exactly.
Play him off the court. That's what Lukas supposed to do.
Exactly. He do it every time they play him.
Hey, my man,
VIP was good, man. 6 a.m. Ooh, dedication right there, man. I hope you got to watch the game, man. Definitely hope you got to watch the game. It was a great win for your boy Luke out there, man.
Tell me what's good to eat over there, VIP. What you eating for breakfast?
Man. Y'all called that 50 burger the other day. Big ups. No, my co-host did that, man. My boy King.
No, you give real credit. Give real credit too, man. We did it. We talk Mavs, baby. We did call that. I knew it was coming. I knew Luka was going through one of the worst struggles of his career. I just knew, earlier in the season they were talking so much trash about him and all. And I just knew this year was the year. Like Luka he's on the vengeance streak right now. Like he's on that taking it personal streak. Like,
hey, and he stopped voting for him on everything now, so he can score every year.
Lucas,
he might get MVP on vote for him this year. Next year.
I'm telling you, he's gonna be in the top 5 votes by the end of the year.
He better be, man.
He's gonna be.
Definitely better be. All right, man. VIP said, who said Luka put up 50? Was it King? Yeah, it was King. King. That's all King right there, man. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and show y'all this real quick. So King can get his props. He called this right here. Says, mark my words, Luka will have his first 50-point game this year. He never had one before, and he's in the worst offensive slump of his career. Yeah, like I said, got to give it to King, man. He called it. Definitely called it. All right, man. Where was I? This thing keep jumping. Oh, it's jumping. Dang it. Okay. Got more stuff coming in. Okay. So our CA said, yep, King said it would happen during one of the two Clipper
I
joint
wish
games.
I
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
this.
Yeah, you did. You said it during the Clipper game. You said one of. All right. Pavel says Lukas said they were switching on him, so it would stop him from creating. Yeah, they tried to pick him up too, have full court too.
He
Terrence
got a
Mann
bunch
tried
of
to do
hockey
that. That
assists.
didn't work.
He got a bunch of hockey assists today. If it had been hockey assists in this game, he'd have had a triple double. Well, he
Oh
not
yeah, easily.
rebounds. He had a double double. I'm sorry, but yeah, it was a bunch of it was two of them that he gave to White for the easy pass for to Dodo and all. And I'm like, the hockey assists, but it doesn't count in the NBA. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to happen. That triple double is going to happen. Like this is when he has 50 now, so he knows he can get 50. Like this is little things that go into your repertoire, and now he has it. Trust me, he'll do it again.
He got plenty of time, man. He's only how old is he again? King said 5?
14 and a half.
Oh, 14 and a half. Okay, my bad. I was close. All right, man. Lai said, I feel like we had good defense looks, but some of our turnovers outshine some of our good moments. Yeah. Now, the thing is, too, Live, man, we stop looking at what we see on the court with the Clippers. The Clippers are a good defensive team. So you got to kind of give them their props, too, man, tonight. They still have a good defensive team, even though they don't have their two best defenders out there. They're still a good, solid defensive team. So yeah, there were definitely some turnovers. I think right there in that it was like the fourth quarter or whatever, man, when he had a kind of a lot of bonehead passes like Luka. He kept throwing at people's feet and throwing it out of bounds, all that stuff. They finally kind of gathered themselves, man, and went on that little run and kind of pulled it out of arm's length. And of course, the rest is history. Ended up winning. So yeah,
You know what I really think? I think Luka was trying to get a 50-point triple double. I think then they started like trapping him and all. I'm not saying it as if it was a bad thing to do. He hates the Clippers. Go embarrass them boys. I'm all for. I told you I want to play them again in the playoffs. I hope to play them again so we can sweep them. But I think he was trying to get the 50-point triple double. He was on a bunch of like crazy passes and all, and they were getting picked off. That's why I said on Saturday we're going to blow him out. We should have blown him out this game. We started getting cute. We were playing with the Clippers. Like I know they came back, but we were playing with the Clippers. I think even Derek Harper said doing the thing, Lukas playing with these guys out here and all that. Like he was playing with the Clippers. We should blow them out the next game. I have no worries about this team at all. And they're the Clippers.
I want to see Luka operate more in the paint too. Like he could post anybody up.
He should all the time
in
whenever
the
JB.
Yes, bro.
Him and JB two-man game. I told you, Luka is big enough where he can be the guy on the other side of the two-man game with JB. They should run two-man game all the time.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't play more of that, but kid know more than us, I guess. All right, man. Like I said, we need to acknowledge the White Pal. He's making us proud. Man. King kind of had a little tear falling a little bit, man, when you said that about the White Pal, man. That's like his stepson, man.
I said a couple shows ago that the White was now playing at his contract level. I gave the White his credit for these past few. I think he's playing some of the best basketball of his career right now, and I think Chris was a part of that. Chris lit a fire on the DP, and now I have no complaints. He's doing as much as I feel like he can do, if that makes sense. Right. Like he's doing all I can expect him to do. And he's playing better defensively. Like that's a big thing. DP's playing better defensively, so I'm giving him credit. I've been giving him credit. I'm gonna keep giving guys credit when they can prove me wrong. Hey, I'm gonna call it like it is. White's out there doing his thing.
Like I said, I love when the guys prove me wrong, bro. I love it. That means it's a good thing. It means we winning.
But give a shout out to Dorian Finney-Smith too. Go get your money, man. If anybody deserves that money, it's Dodo.
Yes, sir.
Congrats, Dodo.
All right, man. Bro, like I said, I will put Luka third in the MVP right now and be Ja, then Luka.
Not that jive. Not that jive stuff. Not when your team winning, going like 11-3 without you. As I said, I always, like Rel said, I grew up thinking the MVP was the guy you take away from the team. He's the most valuable. And, the team struggles without him and they can't do anything without him. You can't have.
For example, LeBron in Cleveland. You took him off the Cleveland team. Look how he was a lottery pick for the last 4 years or whatever.
LeBron in LA. When LeBron's not playing in LA, they're trash. Like it is what it is when you take LeBron off the court. I just feel like we watched Ja Morant not play in the Grizzlies started making their run when Ja Morant wasn't playing. That was the beginning of the run.
Too, they have a most improved player of the year candidate.
Yeah,
and Desmond Bain. So yeah,
I think Luka. I I think it's Embiid and Luka right now. I'll tell you the truth.
All right, man. Let's see. Pavel says with that 50 piece, he is now 26, 8.9, and 9.1 for the
He's
season.
almost at 27. I told you 28, 9 and 9 is what I
yeah,
want.
27, 9 and 9.
Yeah, I said he's at 27 almost. I'm saying I want from this year.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be happy. I think he can get up to possibly 28, 9 and 9. I think, and he's at 20. He's at 27 now.
Can he
I
get
don't
10?
think. I don't think he. It's going to be hard, man, to get to that.
What about 9? What about 9.5 on both?
He might. I think he might. If he can drop a 20 assist game tomorrow, he might.
Jesus. You know what? You caught the 50 piece. Is he gonna drop 20 assists tomorrow?
Don't put that on me, man. Nah.
Damn.
I'm gonna
he done it before, so it's not like it's like a far fetched thing. You know what I'm saying?
Let's say 15.
Okay, I can get it. I can see.
I'll take the 15.
I can see that. All right, man. Let's see. So Lyle said, oh yeah, he said Pavel. He said, yeah, that's saucy. Yeah, he's talking about Pavel. And then of course VIP. He. All right, man. Pavel says, yeah, Marquise Chris got bodied and shut down by 10. Oh my god. Oh yeah, Pavel. What you talking about? What I was talking about during the show. That's the what I was talking about, King. It's like, come on, man. What's going on? What's going on? It's to the point like, if we had another body to throw out there, I think that King would probably not King. Kid would cut down his
light skin.
Kid would cut down his playing time, man, because like I said, he's just not showing the same effort he had before he got that contract, and that was why he got the contract, was because of the effort. And like you said, you know, him playing overseas or the G League, one of them, and you know, us picking him up and giving him that chance during those 10-day contracts. He played like a monster in those games. We talked about it on a few videos, and it's like now we haven't talked about him in any positive way since those 10-day contracts, and I hate to see it, man, because they signed him to a 2-year contract. So I don't know if it's fully guaranteed, but
somebody say, is it 2 years? Both years are on, or is it an option?
No. You know, they do one. I think the second one might be a team option.
Yeah, then that means he's done after this year.
Probably.
Really, truthfully, I'm fine with. I mean, his contract either way, he has this year and next year, so you can get rid of him in any trade,
right?
Next, like at the beginning of the season or so. So
he's the new Willie Cauley-Stein. Who's trying to tell me?
No, he's not that bad. Willie Cauley-Stein, it's hard to get rid of him. I think Marquise Chris can be included in a trade. I think he'll be fine. I think he's just here to do what he did. We're just hoping, man. It's gonna be a Marquise Chris game. One of these games still that we need him. It's going. I hope it comes. I think it's gonna come.
All right, man. All right. RCA says Chris got hurt in the first half. What happened to Chris? How you get hurt?
I don't know, RCA. Let us know, please. I didn't
know.
Yeah,
RCA, you still here, man? Let us know, because I didn't know he got hurt. All right, man. Like I said, do you guys think it would be possible for Luka to get the MVP now that we 60% into the season? Is it too late? I feel like they will start picking him apart with his physique. Physique, I'm sorry, instead of his accomplishment. The way they usually do these votes, man, they're gonna look at who is more consistent. Yeah. Like Luka's getting hot right now. Yeah, we can say like, yeah, he should be in the conversation, but they're gonna look at how was he, because remember the narrative for him was he came in out of shape, and I feel like they're gonna punish him for that by saying like, yo, he didn't come in shape, and now he wants to come out here and put these numbers up or whatever, or affect his team's winning and all that type of stuff. So as far as him being in the winning an MVP is going to be, I don't see it happening. They're going to reward somebody like a Joel Embiid who has done this consistently all year, or a Jokic or somebody like that, or even like a John Morant or somebody like that who've done these things for all year long. Because remember, he also Luka got affected by the same media who's going to be voting for the MVP. The same media who didn't give him a first place a starting vote in the All-Star game. So you got to remember, some of that stuff is going to still kind of linger over to their MVP. Now he might actually be in the conversation as far like King said, he can get like fourth or something like that. He'll be a top 5 vote for the MVP. But as far as him winning, it's not going to happen. He would have had to be consistent like this all year long. He didn't do that.
Lies. I think there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Personally, my prediction has always been 3rd seed. If somehow the Mavs can somehow get to the 3rd seed, I don't see why you wouldn't get the MVP. And then also, the Mavs are winning so much right now. So even if you go off of your if performance as far as being consistent, if Luka Doncic gets his team above like Joel Embiid and all of them, like the Mavericks don't have a winning record without Luka Doncic. So that means that at some point Luka Doncic played like superb, like it's some type of other worldly level for them to be above these other teams. I feel like you got to give it to him. Like if his record's above those guys, how do you say he's not? It's not like the team is a good team that wins without him. You say the team is trash without him. So somebody has to make the narrative. It needs to be somebody in the Mavs camp. Us as Mavs fans and all need to be saying this and promoting that and pushing this of what's really going on with our team. I keep saying that. Like, why not?
I agree. All right, VIP says KP stiff with the whole collective with his personality. Yeah, man. Like I said, you had to move KP because his personality and just that elephant in the room, man. You finally have to kind of get rid of that. Now you can kind of breathe a fresh, some fresh air. Now that way that now you can finally see ahead of you now without having that elephant in the room or something blocking you now with KP being there because he was definitely a hindrance with his contract and his play. Like I said, his play didn't match with his contract. And for you to finally get rid of that for two guys who's going to contribute right now for a guy who wasn't contributing, who stayed most of the time hurt, you know what I'm saying? So 60% of the time he was hurt. Yeah. Like I would rather I like this trade for what it brought. Well, actually, for what it got rid of, because I feel like I told you before. I said anybody you could have got anybody can give you 19 and what was it 19 and 8 or no 19 and 7. Yeah, 19 and 7. You know what I'm saying? 7. Luka get you that in in the first quarter. So
yeah, but KP, you see his Instagram post when he left?
Nah, what do you say?
He always did that passive aggressive type stuff. He did the whole Dallas DFW been with me since day one and all that. I'm like, absolutely not, man. What are you talking about? You know how DFW felt about you. Stop playing. But
hey, Tim McMahon or somebody that come out with an article about what really happened. So
yeah, eventually, I'm waiting to hear that.
Yeah. All right, let's see. We got a bunch coming in, King. VIP said, "Do not forget who was fined $50,000 for visiting nightclubs between the first and the second game in the playoffs." Yeah, man. I was watching something earlier and they brought that up, and I completely forgot about that. I was like, "Dang, that is true." That right there just shows you're not focused. Like you can do that, but you can't show up in the playoffs.
Yeah,
that tells you a lot. That's one of the very many reasons why I'm glad KP is gone. That's why I'm glad he's gone. Now I know King's gonna miss him. He got to, he's gonna sleep in his jersey tonight, but it's all good.
I am. I definitely am. I'm gonna give it to somebody. Hey, I'm gonna get the man Pavel. Pavel, you want that jersey? You want a KP jersey?
Pavel, you better not say yes, man. You better not say yes, man. Are you off the show? Nah, I was playing. I love you, Pavel. All right, man. Queen says, "What a tournament event!" Yeah, man. And what's funny too? Earlier when Terry was at work, and me and her were talking a little bit this morning, and I was telling her, I was like, "Man, there's a rumor." That's back when that rumor came out that Dallas is looking at maybe trading him to the Raptors. And she would tell me like, "Man, there's no way they're gonna move KP. You can't move KP or whatever. His contract." I said, "But I'm telling you, I'm gonna wait and let's see what Nico does."
Mm-hmm.
And when when Gerard hit us with that tweet talking about that they had traded him for Spencer Dinwiddie or whatever, and that's when I sent it to her. I said, "See, it happened. Like they finally moved him. Something that I would have never thought that they would have, but I was just waiting to see." The reason why that little rumor came out that Dallas is looking to move KP. I'm like, hold on, we might have something here. Yeah. Let's just wait and see. They still had time.
I walked around the whole house in joy, man. I had a smile on my face, couldn't even drop it. I'm like,
I was walking around today, bro. Like, yeah, bro, happy, bro. I've never. Yeah, you know what? To be honest with you, I was not this happy since we got KP. Remember we got that trade for KP?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was turned up. We had got that trade for KP, man. But now he's gone. I'm even more happier, man. So
yes. Luckily, he's not Chandler Parsons. Yes.
Oh yeah, he at least not Chandler. At least he did something.
We got rid of him before then.
Yeah. All right, man. VIP said, "Imagine Bill to hearing getting KP."
Bill gone the rest of this year, though, right?
Yeah, he out.
Man, KP, this might be KP last contract. I'm telling you, watch it.
I told you that already. He's not getting a contract like this.
He get it. I'm just saying the contract in general. Like KP might be out the league soon. But
I don't know about that, but
okay, injuries and all. And what's that? I'm telling you, watch out. He got 2 more years left, right? You know he's gonna take his last year. Then he got two
oh,
more. So he got 2 more years left. You know he taking. I'm just saying, KP, he gonna be the guy now, right? So let's see him. He should go drop 25 and 10.
and I said that to this guy
There's no
earlier. I
Luka,
said,
right?
hey, now you got no excuse because Bill gonna be out. There's really nobody else on the team. You should go out there and be the guy now. It's what you wanted.
He not.
So let's see what you do now.
And if he does score, he's not gonna be efficient at all.
Nope.
Doing it. It's gonna be on a bunch of shots.
Yes, sir. All right. So RCA says at VIP me, he said, yeah, it's kind of like a weight off everyone's shoulders, but man, I hope these dudes can turn it on. Yeah, that's pretty much like how everybody else feels. RCA, man, everybody feels like, it's a weight. Like I said, it's a weight off everybody. It's a weight off our shoulders. You finally see the light at the end of the tunnel. You see that there is a chance to build something around Luka, because we talked about how it's gonna free some money up, not this coming year, but the year after that. So that's not including the moves you can make in the offseason or the draft coming up and stuff like that. You still can see the light at the end of the tunnel, man, and it gives me positive. It gives me hope as a Mavs fan. I don't know about anybody else, but it gives me hope.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's see what Cheat Ball got here. Cheat Ball, what's good, man? He said Bass fans have small brains and cannot understand it. But yeah, like we said, Cheat Ball, that's what we were just talking about, man. A lot of people just look at it's like it's black and white. They don't look at the gray in the middle.
Yeah.
And when we talk about, like I said, we talked about that, man. It's like, if you don't think it's a good trade, just go listen to some of the guys who are a little bit more knowledgeable about this than you are. I know a lot of y'all guys like Ben and Skin. If you've heard from Dallas, go listen to Skin break this down, or listen to 105.3 The Fan. You got experts on there who broke this down. They can kind of tell you why this is a good trade. If you don't believe us, you know what I'm saying? Because we're just fans, so we're not experts, but we're just giving you our opinion as a fan. But I really feel like this trade was a very good trade. Not saying it's a blockbuster, blow your mind type of trade or whatever, but it's definitely a trade that can help you move forward and get KP off your books. Somebody who was not there for you for every game, who's never available, always hurt, always inconsistent. For you to get that off your books, man, to add 2 more players who can contribute right now, that's a huge trade to me. But what you think, bro?
I think both of the guys can average more than what KP did. That's one. And 2,
Spencer can get you 20, like we said before.
That's what I'm saying. And him with Bertans together, I think they can get over what KP was doing. But 2, 105.3 today, I was listening to them about KP. They were kind of mad though about we didn't get enough back for KP. And what I keep saying, like, you cannot be mad that we have KP, who is not an asset.
Thank you.
Like, also get mad and say they didn't get enough back for him. Nobody wanted Kristaps Porzingis.
And you know what's funny about that? Everybody's been saying that as long as he's been here. And then when they finally found a way to trade him, you complain about how much you got back.
Yeah,
like all this whole time that you really can't get anything back from this guy, and you finally got something back from him, and you're complaining.
They thought we were gonna get Dame Lillard or something. Like, I don't understand what for Kristaps Porzingis.
Yes,
nobody wants Kristaps Porzingis.
Listen,
nobody.
Just put it just like this, King. You gave up a 2nd round pick to get rid of KP.
Yeah,
that right there shows you the value of KP.
You had to give up something.
And KP don't give up a 2nd round pick.
But you still had to give up something. Like, you had to give up something because they didn't want KP.
Exactly.
You still had to. It wasn't just KP.
Bro, that confused the hell out of me what you just said, because you're right.
Yeah, I'm like, why do you got
line complaining? Everybody named Mama wanted this dude gone, right? And everybody named Mama understood that it was nobody saw this coming. Nobody saw that the fact that you moved KP in general because of his contract and because of the play that he been giving you along with that contract. And for you to finally just move the dude in general, and you mad about that,
man. If they want to,
you can't have it, bro. I'm confused right now, man.
I don't get it.
It's so confusing, bro.
If they wanted KP, like, I just don't understand, because if they wanted KP traded for a big fish, it wasn't going to happen.
It was not going to happen.
That means you wanted KP to stay here and play out that contract. Like, it was not going to happen.
Who were you going to trade? What big fish were you going to trade for KP?
Absolutely no idea. None. I don't think anybody
traded. This ain't 2K. You can't just make up some trade out the blue and think that. You have to understand. Yeah, you want KP gone, but if you want to trade KP, that other team also has to want KP.
Yeah, they don't want KP. They don't want his contract. They don't want to pay him
Exactly.
$35 million. Who wants to
So
pay? We don't want to pay KP $35 million. Why does some other team want to pay him $35 million?
exactly. Come on, Mavs fans, we gotta do better. All right, so Queen says 2023, 2024 champions. I hope so, man. I hope so. Like I said, Dallas in the right direction to me. They're
I'm
heading in the
not.
right direction.
I ain't sleeping on this year. I keep telling you, don't sleep on this year. Don't
We will
sleep on
definitely
it.
we will
Don't
definitely
sleep on
see.
it.
We will
And
definitely
right
see.
now, with those moves, these are. I know you can be like, man. All right, so we already know our weaknesses, right? We know, like, we play against Phoenix, we have problems against DeAndre Ayton, right? Like we
We
know
lack size.
we've already, but we even with KP, we knew that would be a problem, right? It's always been a problem. So our problem has been like in other parts that we fixed. I feel like the Mavericks fans aren't realizing what we fixed. So like the last game we played against Phoenix and we got it down to the end and we were looking for another guy to be able to just create his own bucket and get a bucket. We got Spencer Dinwiddie. There's going to be times with Spencer Dinwiddie, Luka Doncic, and Jalen Brunson on the court at the same time.
Yeah, because he can play. Because Spencer is 6'5" too, so he can play the three.
That's what I'm saying. Like this, y'all don't even know what the upgrade we just got on offense. We just got another guy that can dribble the ball, like
Yeah, can
Mikal
create his
Bridges and all
own.
that stuff. The guys
Can
who like, man,
definitely carry
just
the
dribble.
offensive load while Luka is on the bench. That's
He
what
can
we also
dribble
need
the
too.
ball.
All right, bro. Let's run through the rest of these, man, because we got
Yes,
a
sir.
long way to go. All right, Brunlaw says sounds like the best trade ever to me. Goodbye, KP. Yeah, man. Like I said, it's not one of these beat the door down type of trades, man. That you want to run and tell your friends about it and scream it from the mountaintops and anything, but it's a step in the right direction, man. I love the trade. I don't know, but King love it too. So
Yeah, I agree. Keep it moving.
yeah,
You're right,
all right,
Reggie.
man. So Pavel says, yeah, and made the 11th hour push for THJ's contract move. Nico and Kid
Said
were
that.
great pickups. Yeah, sad it looks like no Goran. I was kind of excited for him. Would you guys still get him and
Oh,
let Sterling go?
I forgot about Sterling. I forgot all about Sterling. It may not. It may be Sterling Brown. Pavel, that was big.
Pavel, he was a genius, man.
Yeah, you wanted
I
something.
completely forgot about
I
Sterling, bro.
forgot about Sterling
What's going on with
Brown.
Sterling anyway?
He about to get released. Pavel just told you.
And his
Pavel
contract
just
not
told
huge
you.
at all. I think he was
Nope.
making like 5 million or something like
Yep.
that,
Pavel
and
just
for two
told you.
years.
Sterling Brown. That's who get good. Pavel, I appreciate you, man. I know VIP got the standing ovation that show ago about talking about Luka's depression. That was excellent, man. I forgot all about Sterling Brown, and I think my
I
partner
did
did
too.
as well.
I did too. All right, man. Pavel also says they're mad looking at Bertrand's contract. It goes to 2025 for 16 to 17 million. Yeah. You know who else has a contract that's gonna be 16 to 17 million around that time?
Tim Hardaway Jr.
What? How'd you know?
And my thing is, I keep saying Tim Hardaway, like this guy can be. I've seen him be a dead eye shooter, meaning that that's what we want. We knew Tim Hardaway Jr. wasn't
Not
a
just 1 year
defender.
either. We talking about he for most of his career,
Yeah,
he's been a great, not good, great 3-point shooter. We talking about low to mid 40s on threes.
Tim was paid this money to be a sniper. Like we knew he wasn't a great defender. He already knew that he was paid this money to be a sniper. We may have another guy that is taking Tim Hardaway's spot, being that sniper, doing what he does for the same amount of money. Nico, you are a genius, and Nico we trust.
It's gonna be our new theme, and Nico we trust.
And Nico we trust.
All right, man. RCA says backcourt too crowded would have dropped Sterling and Frank to make Goran work. Otherwise, he will probably go somewhere with more minutes, even though him and Luca are besties. Like I said, RCA. Well, Pavel kind of brought that up. I can see them probably letting Sterling go, but the fact that you would definitely have to let somebody go. It's not too late. It's not. I don't think it'll happen, but it's not too late. The buyout market is going to be coming up here soon. Dallas does have that piece to where hey, you can cut somebody and then go ahead and pick up Dragic. So it's not too late. A lot of people feel like Dragic is coming to Dallas. Not just us, but we feel, a lot of experts are all saying that. I heard a couple people say Miami, but I don't know. But that's a lot of people that think that Goran is coming to Dallas. So it's not too late. You still can cut like a Sterling Brown or somebody like that, man. So because he's not even playing right now.
Yeah, it's
So
gonna be Sterling. We've won too many games without Sterling Brown. It's gonna be Sterling.
I completely
He's
forgot about
yeah,
Sterling,
he's
bro.
not needed. Like, well, I don't mean to say he's not needed. I actually appreciated Sterling when he played for us. He was getting hot before he got hurt. But we've played so many games now without KP, without Tim Hardaway, without Sterling Brown. Like, they're no longer rotation guys anymore. So you're just
Yep.
dropping guys that are like extra pieces right now to get guys that can help you out.
That
Like,
can play right now.
yes, exactly.
All
We're
right,
making
man.
the team better.
Yes, sir. So Brunlaw said Luka is 22 today. He will be 30 tomorrow. Time flies. We have to put the best team around Luka while he's young. This trade helps us to do that. Yes, bro. Yes. You understand that. It's like just look at the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you got two guys who contribute right now compared to a guy who was not contributing. And you couldn't count on him every game.
Mhm.
You know, like you said, like King said, you got two guys who can give you the same production that KP was getting you in one. Remember, KP's supposed to be an all star, a potential all NBA, all that stuff. He didn't do that. So what's to say that these two guys can't give you that same thing plus some?
Yeah.
So
I
yeah.
watched didn't what's his name? Spencer Dinwiddie, didn't he play with what's the guy on Minnesota right now? I can't think of his name. The point guard, the second pick.
Oh, Ant Anthony
No,
Edwards.
not Ant. The other guy, the one that's that's a cat's best friend. I can't think of his name right now.
Oh,
Skip him.
D'Lo. D'Lo.
D'Lo, yes, D'Lo. He played with him and put up buckets, didn't he? Spencer
Yeah,
Dinwiddie.
yeah.
Yeah,
In
and
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling y'all, the Mavs fans aren't realizing what we just got. But I wanted him on the offseason. That's all I'm saying. We'll see though.
Yeah, I agree. All right, I mean, RCA says reports were that Nico stopped THJ hard to pass 2 days. So sorry, I said stop. Shot
Shots.
THJ hard the past 2 days.
Yep.
Yeah, there was definitely rumors of him being moved. That was kind of when we kind of was like, okay, Nico. I think Nico's trying to do something. Nico
Mhm.
understands. He sees the same thing we see. It's like, look, we got to get these two guys out of here, these contracts, and they're not performing up to their contracts. Get something back for cheaper that we can actually move forward with, man. And he did that today with the whole KP thing. Like I said, I'm a whole lot happier with getting rid of KP compared to Tim Hardaway.
Yeah.
All right. RCA said, nah, not Trey. Listen, man. Well, you know what? We figured
Sterling.
it's gonna
Yeah.
probably be Sterling. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sterling.
Whoa. RCA, hold on now, man. You said Frank and Sterling.
That's his boy, Frank. Don't talk about Frank.
Yeah, come on, man. You gotta watch that, man. You're doing a lot of cussing right now when you said Frank like that, man. Listen. We keep Frank. Frank is okay. Frank is actually doing something out there.
Yeah.
I know he's not playing up to the par that he played early in the season or whatever at the before he got hurt. But compared to Sterling Brown, who we haven't seen, I completely forgot about Sterling Brown. So that's why I said I would rather it be Sterling Brown if you're talking about cutting somebody to make room for Dragic, man. So
I agree. We should keep Frank. I like the ability to have like not a lockdown guy, but a great defender at each position if needed. So if like we have a guard that's going off, you can throw in Frank in there. If you got a small forward, you throw in, or a wing, you throw in Reggie or Dodo,
right.
a forward or so. That's what somebody just missing the center. A forward, a power forward, you do Maxi Kleber and all. I don't think you should get rid of Frank because we have a bunch of interchangeable pieces. This team, they're making this team to a great team in front of your eyes, and Mavericks fans aren't even realizing it.
But we're a number 2 away.
Yeah.
All
Number
right,
2,
man.
JB, let's do it.
It's Big Nasty. What's up, cuz? What's good, man?
Not much.
He said also says Mavs need to trade Tim and Powell. Powell's not doing too bad. I can't believe we're saying this.
I know, man. I know.
When the last time we said we need to trade Powell, man? Jesus.
It's been a while now, man. Powell.
I guess we were so excited about getting rid of KP, forgot about Powell. Powell's not playing too bad, man. Like I said Tim. Like King said earlier in the video, he's actually playing pretty good on defense, man. He's giving us energy out there. It's he's finally look like he's finally playing up to his contract. I don't see a lot of Mavs fans out there kind of recommending that he gets traded or whatever. So, but Tim, yes. If we can find a way to get rid of Tim this offseason, man, I still want to get rid of him to make room to sign Jalen Brunson back. So,
Yeah.
and we also saw that I think like one of the viewers just said, we saw that they were trying to push a trade for Tim. It didn't fall through, which means it's showing you that they are trying to see what they can get for Tim and kind of get him out of there too, because they know they're trying to They already signed Dodo back for a contract extension. Now they're trying to get Jalen Brunson. So I
Yep.
would definitely love to see Tim get moved, man.
He gone in off season unless the only way Tim Hardaway can still keep his position is if he comes in and just like goes wild in the playoffs for some reason. I'm not saying he will. I don't. I'm just telling you that's the only way he's gonna keep his. I think
Yeah,
he's
you
gonna stay
guarantee he's
around.
gonna come out here and look clean, man. What you guarantee?
I would love to see it. I'm not gonna lie to you. If he did it,
Oh
I'd be
yeah, I
happy.
would love to see it, man.
Yeah.
I would love to see it. All right, man. Let's see what we got. We got almost done, I think, man.
Hold on. Back to that. You see how he was out there cheerleading today, though? The day when he didn't get traded, he was worried. He was at the arena today cheerleading. Did you see him telling him to be quiet in the 50
I forgot that
pointers
was
and
him
all
on
that
the
stuff?
bench, man. At first,
Yeah, that was Tim Hardaway. I was
that
like,
Tim
oh,
Hardaway,
Tim's there today, huh? Okay.
Oh, you out here dapping everybody. He was good talking to Luka, putting his hands around. Man, listen, man,
Yep.
you out here balling right now. I'm like, oh, okay, you happy now, huh? He was at the house thinking you finna get traded.
Yeah, he thought so.
All right, man. VIP says Luka, JB, Dorian, Reggie. No, sorry, the White Pal, Reggie, and Dodo first, and then Dimwitty, Frank, Maxi, Bertans, and Sterling Brown second. Who's the MC?
Marquise Chris.
Oh, Marquis Chris. Okay, and Boban to cover some minutes. What do you think?
Yeah.
You could be up. You could take Sterling Brown out of there because I don't know when the last time Sterling Brown actually played a game.
Yeah, you can put Trey Burke in there. Put Trey and Frank at the
Trey Burke in there, VIP.
Trey and Frank at the guards, Dinwiddie at the small forward, Maxi at center, and
Bertrand's
Bertrand at power forward. Yep.
Yeah. And then Marquise Chris, like you said, those two can stagger the minutes because he been playing like ooh wee.
I told you I like that squad, man. Like you got either a awesome offensive guy or an awesome defensive guy. Like every position is starting to feel like, and I don't want to say awesome. I mean just a credible guy at like every position. I like the trade, yo. Like you had to get rid of Kristaps Porzingis. Like, and this is more value than Kristaps Porzingis. Why don't they understand that? I don't know.
They will though. They will. All right. We almost hour 30 again, bro. Let's try to get these last few questions in here. All right. So Pavel says, yeah, I guess Chris left early. Right knee will be questionable Saturday, and we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Clarence was good, man. He said, can Luka get along with Dinwiddie and Bertrand's? Yeah, I think he can. But see, the thing too, I know a lot of people brought this up. So Dinwiddie, there was reports that he wasn't getting along with his teammates. I figured you would know more about that up there. Like, what was going on with that? You know what was going on with that?
I think it was the issue that the Wizards got a lot of players from the Lakers and all, so they try to showcase like Kyle Kuzma. They're still trying to showcase Denny. You had Bradley Beal went on. I think Spencer Dinwiddie thought he was coming straight to the team being the number 2. Like
I thought he was too.
Bradley Beal, and I think they changed that up on him. So I think he got kind of mad about it when that wasn't the situation. But Luka gonna get that guy. That guy gonna get his. I'm telling you, like Luka's not gonna want him to go off. He's not gonna be mad at him going off. He's gonna get his, and he's gonna give him buckets. I think this is about to be a match.
Luka has not played with anybody like this yet.
Nope. I think it's about to be a match made in heaven, man. I think this is about to be awesome. Spencer
Dinwiddie. Spencer gonna be the number 2?
I'm telling you, it's the light of fire under JB. I don't know if he's gonna start. They're gonna do like the Reggie Bullock and Tim Hardaway Jr. thing. I think at the beginning of the season. I think they're gonna put Spencer on the bench, and then JB has to keep the fire under him to keep Spencer from doing it. But I think Spencer Dinwiddie though, like Spencer Dinwiddie was borderline all-star.
Yes.
At one point in this league. When Brooklyn was making the playoffs without Kyrie and all, it's because of Spencer Dinwiddie. He was borderline all-star. If he can take another step with Luka Doncic, playing with Luka, and Luka actually makes him better.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna keep saying I ain't gonna say it. And I'm gonna let the Mavs fan watch it. This guy was borderline all-star. Okay.
And I think that year he made it. Remember, there's a lot of people that year that you're talking about. They thought he should have been an all-star.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Because Brooklyn made the playoffs still.
Yeah. He carried them until what's the name? Them got back or whatever. So yeah.
So Kyrie got back.
And then Kyrie got back. Like I said, he was averaging over 20 that year too. In that little stretch that Kyrie was out, he was averaging 25.
Yep.
So that's why I said the dude can definitely fill it up. Never play with a guy like Luka, man. So yeah, Luka gonna love this dude, man. If he just come in with the right mindset, listen, man, you gonna have to come in here and fill the role. This is Lukas' team. And Luka's gonna make you look good if you can just come in here with that mind frame that okay, I'm gonna come in here and contribute the way I know I can contribute. Don't come here thinking you just gonna be the guy or whatever, because that's not gonna happen. So, like I
You,
said, I like the pickup, man. I definitely like the pickup.
you remember when we asked for our offense to catch up to our defense?
Yeah,
Our offense about to catch up to our defense.
I mean, them
Our
guys
offense is about
play
to catch up to our
Spencer.
defense.
Spencer should be. He's big enough to play defense too. He needs to play defense.
Yeah, our offense is going to catch up though. That's all I'm saying.
All right, VIP says we eat crispy snacks for this special day. Hey man, share with me and King, man. Definitely share
Hey,
with King. All right, man. VIP said King is
thank you,
always right.
VIP.
Just watch.
Thank you.
Hey, I hope y'all are right, man. I really do. I definitely hope. You know what I'm saying? I hope. Of course, as a Mavs fan, you definitely want to see it for sure. All right, man. VIP also says, and the Mavs are 1,001% win this trade. Yo, yeah, Dinwiddie can be great, bro. You're up there in Washington, bro. You hear like the reaction and stuff about the whole KP trade? Or what? You hear anything?
I haven't heard anything yet as far as the KP trade. I'm just it seemed like it's just a throwaway. Like I don't think nobody on this side
As far
understands
as
why
like
we don't understand why the Wizards did it. Like it's just I guess Bradley they wanted another guy. They're going in the whole hope of KP maybe being there again and getting seats and being a star because Bradley Beal was gone. I guess I don't know why they did this, truthfully. So I think this is like I said, the Mavericks admitting they lost the trade. It's okay, and if we lost the trade, we got something for that trade, which means we won this trade.
I agree. All right, man. I had to block a user, man. He was spamming our comments, but yeah, that's gonna probably do it for us, man. Tonight, we definitely appreciate y'all, man, coming in and rocking with us, Glow Gang. We definitely appreciate it, guys. I know it was a lot of excitement, a lot of from the Mad fans because of this trade. So I know a lot of people had a lot of questions and a lot of excitement around this trade too. Everybody, I think one thing, I think everybody's sad, happy that KP is gone. Right?
Yeah.
Hope that's all. Hope that's the one thing that we're all on board on is that KP is gone. I'm definitely glad for that. Um, with all that being said, guys, if you're new to the channel, you're new to the show, you guys should already know what I'm about to say. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, guys. We definitely gonna be bringing you more Mav content, as you guys know. We'll probably touch a little bit more on the Spencer Dinwiddie Bertans trade. Hopefully, we see them in this next game against the Clippers here on Saturday night. Kings at 7:30.
I believe so. I could ask
Yeah,
Google.
we really got to be better on this.
I know. Let
me see. Sorry, y'all. We go back. Oh, schedule.
It is at 8. It's 7:30 your time. 8:30 my time.
So it's gonna probably be same time again for our next video on Saturday night, guys. It's my birthday weekend, so I'm definitely gonna be excited this weekend, man. I guess it was an early birthday present for me, man. Getting KP out of here, man. That's the best birthday present I can ever ask for. But yeah, so guys, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed the content tonight, guys, also hit the like button to help us get this video out there for everybody else to see. All the other Mad fans out there in the world, man, to see. Also, if you guys want to know when we're gonna drop our next video, guys, go ahead and hit that notification bell, guys. That's when you would know for sure that we will be dropping another video. Anything else, King, I'm missing you want to add, man?
Thank y'all, Glow Gang, GGs, and also make sure y'all take a shot for KP.
Oh man, listen,
pour
one
out
there
first.
celebrating, man. I go ahead and celebrate. This is a big one, man. Not just the Luka 50 piece, but also the fact that we got rid of KP. VIP, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate that, man.
Good night, Clarence. Good night, VIP, Pavel, all the guys, JB. We appreciate y'all. Reggie, everyone that was on the show, everyone that's always on the show. We love y'all. Thank y'all.
Yes, sir. We definitely appreciate that, guy. We definitely appreciate the support. Let's see if there's anything else I'm missing. I guess not.
Follow us on Twitter.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. There you go. This is why you're my co-host. Follow us here on Twitter, guys. Like I said, we definitely are heavy now on Twitter. Me and King kind of tag team Twitter, posting different things. You guys can interact with us on there. If you have any questions, any comments you guys want to kind of throw onto the show, you also can ask us on Twitter, and we can start posting it here on the show. We kind of just want you guys to start interacting with us a little bit more too on Twitter, if you don't mind. But with all that being said, man, we're gonna probably end it here, guys. Already been an hour and 30 minutes. Huge win for the Dallas Mavericks tonight, like we said, 112 to 105. Luka with a 51 piece. And of course, I am your boy Real, and I got my co-host King. We will see you guys here on Saturday night, same math time, same math channel. We'll see you guys later. Go Mavs.
Peace.